Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to Westside High School, home of the Westside Warriors. Today, we've got baseball action, first sport of the spring season. As we'll send it over to Sugar Ray for starting lineups. I'll be with you in just a second.
Let's start with the Warriors. Leading off, the shortstop, number 10, Braden Hosey. Batting second in the lineup, center fielder number 3, Andrew Tanky. Third in the lineup, first baseman number 16, Duncan Hansen. In the cleanup spots, the catcher number 21, C.J. Shockey. Batting fifth, left fielder number 7, Ben Everroad. Batting sixth in the lineup for the Warriors, third baseman number 15, Jacob Schleifer. Batting seventh at second base, number 1, Liam Cronican. On the mound tonight, number 13, Kai Frederick. Designated hitter batting in the ninth spot, number 12, Easton Lunn. And in right field, it's number 6, Ty Hanna. The Warriors are coached by head coach Jason Shockey, assisted by Kurt Shockey, Kevin Cook, Mike Reggio, Dylan Casey, Reese Baumgartner, Colin Shockey, and Aaron Mason. We'll give you the starting lineups here for the Papillion La Vista South Titans. Leading off, shortstop number 5, Griffin Minderman. Batting second, it's the pitcher number 22, Matthew Gorman. Third in the lineup, designated hitter number 2, Cordell Klinkenbeard. In the cleanup spot, first baseman number 8, Drew Ripple. Batting fifth, third baseman number 12, Jeff Jackson Willer. Batting sixth, it's the right fielder number 9, Sam Dolphins. Batting seventh, center fielder number 7, Donnie Rosenthal. Batting eighth, the catcher number 11, Ethan Greenwell. Batting ninth, second baseman number 1, Brady Alderson. And in left field, number 4, Tyler Dringo. The Titans are coached by head coach Ben Bales, assisted by Jamie Glover, Kane Moore, and Ryan Moore.
There are your starting lineups for today's game. Leading off the game for Papio South will be Griffin Minderman. Westside on the bump today, Kai Frederick, two-sport athlete in baseball and basketball, had a really good basketball season this year. Coming in on the day, this is his second appearance. Last time out, he got 2 1/3 innings as the first pitch is outside for a ball. First appearance, 4 hits, 1 run on 3 walks, and 2/3 of an inning, as that one jammed, and Liam Cronican, the second baseman, under it for the first out of the inning. So a good start to the day for Kai Frederick.
The pitcher number 22, Matthew Gorman.
Now Matthew Gorman will step up to the dish. Southpaw batting from the left-handed side. First one just off the plate. It's 1-0. Next offering, fouled just over our heads. Count evens up at 1-1. Papio South coming into the day, they are 2-1. Last time out beat Omaha Northwest 26-0. That is a big score line right there. That one swung on and missed. Count goes in favor of the pitcher. 1-2. Nobody out, nobody on for Papio here in the top of the first. Next one, just outside. Count evens back up at 2-2. Wind really picking up here today. It is a windy day out here at Warrior Field. It's been gusting a breeze ever since about 3 o'clock. That one nearly got him there, but off the left side of the play. Full count now for Kai Frederick, looking to get out of this. In that game, Papio scored 13 runs in the first inning. That one ran behind him. Gorman will take his base, and the pitcher will get on.
Third in the lineup, designated hitter number 2, Cordell Klinkingbeard.
Now Cordell Klinkingbeard up to the dish. Umpire going out, pinch runner going on to first. Luke Dolphins will go over there at first base. First one is a strike. Next one just a tad low. 2-0, runner on first base. 1 out here for Papillion, Papillion South here in the top of the first. Next one, run behind the batter, Klinkingbeard. Count goes to 2-1. Westside coming into the day 3-1. All 3 of their wins have been shutouts. The one game they did not shut out, as that one swung on and missed by Klinkingbeard for strike 2, was against Lincoln Southwest, where they had the lead going into the top of the 7th, but couldn't hang on, letting up 4 runs to let the Silverhawks back in and eventually take the win. The only loss so far for Westside today. That one driven to right field. That's a base hit. Dolphins will hold at second. Klinkingbeard on with a single. So a couple early base runners, first and second for Papillion South.
Cleanup batter, first baseman, number 8, Drew Ripple.
Drew Ripple now up to the dish. Hosey, the shortstop, holding Dolphins on second. That one taken outside. One 0 count. Frederick steps off the mound. He'll look back at first. Ripple hitting .500 on the year. 3 hits in 6 at-bats, so a small sample size, but done really well so far. That one chopped over to first base. And getting out at first is Hansen. Both runners advance. 2 outs, though, but Papillion South with a scoring threat. 2 runners in scoring position. Still 0-0 the score.
Batting 5th in the lineup, third baseman, number 12, Jackson Willer.
Jackson Willer up to bat. .444 on the year. 4 hits in 9 ABs. First one outside. Frederick sets and delivers. That one just caught the edge of the plate. 1-1 the count. Frederick. Down low, 2-1. Willer looking to drive in these first couple of base runners the Titans have. Papillion South's only loss coming at the hands of Elkhorn South. That one driven into left field. That will drop in for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes another, and 2-run single for Jackson Willer. Puts the Titans up by a couple early. A beautiful job just to drive that one out into left field and get on top of a count.
6th in the lineup, right fielder number 9, Sam Dolphin.
First pitch, taken first strike. Sam Dolphins up to hit now, senior outfielder for the Titans. Hitting a clean .500 this year. 4 hits in 8 ABs. Runner going, pitches a strike, throw down to second. Not in time. It was a nice pick by Hosey there, but C.J. Shockey, the catcher, could not bow out Willer. Dolphins down 0-2 in the count. From the left-handed batter's box, Frederick sets, looking to get out of this first inning. Fires, swing and a miss, strike three. Frederick allows two, but manages to get out of the frame with no extra damage. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Westside will go to the bottom of the first, looking to get some runs back. Pitching for the Titans will be Matthew Gorman, as he looks to get the party started on the mound for the Titans. Braden Hosey, the switch hitter, batting from the right side.
Warriors, the shortstop, number 10, Braden Hosey.
Matthew Gorman, 1 appearance on the season. Allowed a run in 3 innings. 2nd appearance on for the Titans. The southpaw readies, fires, high to Hosey. It's 1-0. Papillion South getting 2 runs in the top frame off of a 2-run single by Jackson Willer. Gorman steps off the mound, will reset. Hosey in the batter's box, ready to rock and roll. He'll take a strike. Hosey currently leading the team in batting average with 538, 7 hits in 13 appearances as he swings and misses for strike 2. The wind still really picking up out here. The 1-2 to the switch hitter, taken outside. Once again, the southpaw ready to deal. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hosey down on strikes. Taggy will come back up to the dish.
Batting second.
Taggy takes outside for a ball. Nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the first. Papillion South leading Westside 2-0. Taggy swings and misses at strike 1. Taggy swings and misses at strike 2. Gorman doing good work so far on the bound for Papillion South. Looking to get the Titans over the hump to 3-1 on the year. Taggy looking to change that at the play, down 1-2. Do sport athlete with football as well as he goes chasing at a pitch outside. Back-to-back Ks for Matthew Gorman. As Duncan Hansen will step in. Another switch hitter on this pretty potent Westside lineup.
First baseman number 16, Duncan Hansen.
Duncan Hansen going to go in at the right-handed batter's box against the lefty Gorman. He swings and misses at strike 1. Lots of nasty strikes. The next offering, taken down the middle. That has some heat on it. That's got to be mid-90s. Gorman back to the mound. Sets, fires. That one finally made contact up the middle. Playable by the shortstop and out for and goes to first for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Westside goes down silently in the first. Papillion South up 2-0 going to the second. That one lined up the middle. First pitch, one out. Donnie Rosenthal grounding out sharply to the shortstop, Hosey.
Batting 8th for the Titans, the catcher, number 11, Ethan Greenwell.
Ethan Greenwell now batting up to the dish. First one was fouled back. 0-1 to Greenwell. That one taken outside. Frederick losing his hat. It's a Marcus Chandler move right there. Losing your hat on the windup. One and one now on Greenwell. That one taken away. 2-1. Greenwell, 1 hit, 2 at bat, so a clean 500 for him. And he'll add to that with a single up the middle. Greenwell will take the long turn, but will hold at first base. Already 3 hits today from the Titans. Brady Alderson will come up next. Pinch runner over at first base, Cody Privet.
First now. Second baseman, number 1, Brady Alderson.
Alderson, once again, hitting 500, 3 for 6 on the year for him. That one taken just high. Shockey behind the dish, trying to frame it well, could not there. 1-0 on Alderson. Next one, slider that could not find the plate. 2-0. Runner going off. That one hit high in the air, out into center field. Should be playable, though, for the center fielder, Taggy. He will fire it into first base. But Privet right back there easily. Back up to the top of the order. Now Griffin Minderman.
Number 5, Griffin Minderman.
Scratch that, Griffin Minderman. Committed to Toledo, one of the 3 Division I commits on this team, along with the pitcher Matthew Gorman, committed to Miami. And Cordell Klinkingbeard, who is committed to Kansas State. So a lot of talent and a lot of threatening players on this Papillion South baseball team. Frederick sets, deals. That one hit high in the air. Playable, though, for the center fielder, Taggy, and he's got the last 2 outs of the inning. So Kai Frederick with the scoreless frame here in this one. Papio South up 2-0, going to the bottom of the second. Warriors look to strike back, get a couple runs of their own. Westside down 2-0, going to the...
Leading off the catcher, number 21, C.J. Shockey.
C.J. Shockey, the cleanup hitter, up to the dish. Shockey will take strike 1 from the Miami commit, Matthew Gorman. Next one taken low. Gorman the 1-1. Shockey just tips that one back. The wind still whipping up a storm. Shockey down 1-2 in the count. Gorman sets, fires. That one, good pitch, just taken off the edge. It's a big league take there from Shockey. Next one, high chopper back to Gorman. Tough play for him, but a nice throw over to first and nab Shockey.
Fifth in lineup, left fielder number 7, Ben Everroad.
Ben Everroad back up to the dish. Everroad skies that one. Looks like it's going to keep in play. Going over to make the catch out in right field. That was a nice play out there by
Lineup, third baseman number 15, Jacob Schleifer.
Jacob Schleifer back up to the dish. That was a nice play out there by Sam Dolphins. That one softly grounded over to third. Easy play for the third baseman, clinking beard, and he just snaps his wrist, flies it over to first base. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 2 clean innings from the Papillion South pitcher.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
Westside and Papillion South going to the top of the third with the Warriors down 2-0. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Valapek. Thank you guys for tuning in here
Top
today.
third leading off for the Titans, the pitcher number 22, Matthew Gorman.
It will be Matthew Gorman to step up to the dish. The pitcher today in the Miami commit coming into the left-hand side. Papio South up 2-0, getting a couple runs in the first off the hands of Jackson Wilder as that one is skied foul right near the school. It's 0-1 and a good start for Frederick to begin the inning. After giving up 2 runs in the first, he had a clean second inning, only allowed 1 base runner. And that one's popped up. Once again, will go foul. Now 0-2 against Gorman. Coming to the day, hitting .444. Fastball taken outside. Count is 1-2. That one just off the edge. Can't be much more close than that. Now back at 2-2 for Gorman. That one grounded right back at Frederick. Nice play by him. We'll just run over to first base. Flip it to his fellow sophomore, Duncan Hansen, for the first out. Put that in the books as a 1-3 putout.
Bring up designated hitter number 2, Cordell Klinkingbeard.
Cordell Klinkingbeard will now step back into the batter's box. Committed to Kansas State along with Westside junior Marcus Chandler, who tore his UCL prior to the season and is out for the year. Should be back hitting during the summer and then playing next year for his senior season. Frederick sets, delivers. Sharp ground ball over to second baseman Cronican. And he'll just go over to first for Duncan Hansen, and it's the second out. Quick couple of putouts for Frederick.
Cleanup batter, it's the first baseman.
We'll bring up the cleanup man, Drew Ripple. Ripple 3 for 6 on the season, coming into the day. That one taken for a strike. Next one, about the same spot. That one taken for a ball, though. Next offering, high and inside, 2-1. Kai Frederick coming over from the basketball court this season. Had a quick turnaround after the Warriors lost to Lincoln Southwest in the state semifinals. Came back the next day to pitch in their exhibition game. 3-1 the count now against Ripple. Frederick gets a swing and a miss for strike 2. He's ranked as the number 5 prospect in the class of 2028. Definitely going to get some major offers here in the next few months as he gets another force of weak contact. Everroad out there in left field. Camps under it to make the catch, and that'll be the inning. Scratch that. That'll be a half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Papio still up 2-0. Gorman still dealing.
Bottom of the third, leading it off for the Warriors, batting 7th in the lineup. Second baseman, number 1, Liam Cronican.
Liam Cronican will lead off the bottom of the third for the Warriors. Letting get something going. Have no base runners so far. Gorman perfect through 2 innings. First deal to Cronican, just off the edge of the zone. Cronican, Northeast Community College commits, just recently signed over to Winter. That one taken high for ball 2. Next deal is low. Matthew Gorman, a top prospect in the class of 2027, committed to Miami, has a fastball that can top out at 90 miles an hour. The 3-0 taken outside. And Gorman's perfect day is over as he walks Cronican to begin the inning. Kai Frederick up to the dish. Gonna be pitcher on pitcher. Frederick still looking for his first hit of the season.
Pitcher number 13, Kai Frederick.
Kai Frederick is 0 for 4 to begin the year. 6 plate appearances, he walked twice. The southpaw looking over Cronican at first. Quick pitches. Just a tad high on Frederick, 1-0. With the leadoff runner on, if Westside needs to strike, they probably should do it now. Next offering, fouled right back at us. Count evens up at 1 apiece. Gorman readies himself at the belt and delivers the quick pitch. Just a tad outside. 2-1 now against Frederick. Two and one against the pitcher Frederick. That one taken low. It's 3-1 now. Gorman looking for answers. Walked Cronican on 4 pitches. Now 3-1 against Kai Frederick, looking to get the second base runner of the inning. Gorman fires right down the middle. Beautiful pitch for strike 2. Put a fastball right by Frederick. Full count now against the Warriors. Looking for a second base runner. Back and forth they go, and ball 4 as Frederick wins the game of cat and mouse. And Easton Lund will come up at the bottom of the lineup, as we'll have a mound meeting between the catcher and pitcher. Ethan Greenwall behind the dish going to talk with his pitcher Gorman as he walked the first 2 batters of the inning. Cronican on second and Frederick on first.
Designated hitter, number 12, Easton Lund.
Home plate umpire going to go out and separate them. Get action back underway here from Warrior Field between the 2-1 Titans and the 3-1 Warriors. Westside having to play a grueling schedule over these next couple of days. Play here tonight. They have a midday game tomorrow during the school day at 12:30. We'll have that action for you here on the WTV Live Network. And then we'll have to travel to North Platte on Saturday to face the Bulldogs. And Lund's going to bunt it down. He'll fire to second. Gorman will fire to second to get the out there. So Frederick on a fielder's choice is out. Lund goes to first, and Cronican will advance to third. So now runners on the corners with 1 out.
Top lineup.
Back to top of the lineup now for the Warriors. And Braden Hosey, 5-tool athlete at the dish, and is a speed demon in the hole at shortstop. As he swings and misses at the first offering from Gorman. Hosey committed to Lindenwood University. He is the son of Dwayne Hosey, who played many seasons of baseball and played a few seasons up in the majors with the Boston Red Sox. As he grounds that one, nice diving play by the shortstop. He'll scratch out the second baseman. He'll fire over the first for the out. Hosey's out, but the run will score. Westside finally back up on the board. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1. Lund moving up to second in the process. As Taggy will look to go up next.
Andrew Taggy.
Another dual sport athlete on this team, Andrew Taggy, receiver in football, playing center field today for the baseball squad. First pitch is low, it's 1-0. Gorman ready, fires. Taggy bounces that one, firing it over to first for the out, and that will be the inning. So the Warriors get one back, still are looking for their first hit of the ball game, but do get a run on the board. So 1 run, no hits, no errors. Westside still down 2-1.
Third baseman, number 12, Jackson Willer.
Jackson Willer will begin the inning for the Titans. One of the 3 hits today for Papillion La Vista South as he drove in the first 2 runners of the game back in the top of the first. That one, he gets it over Cronican's head and into right field. Tyler Hanna out there in right will pick it up. And a leadoff single for Jackson Wilder.
Number 9, Sam Dolphins.
Sam Dolphins now back up to a dish. Made a nice play out in right field earlier in the game. Dolphins wanting to bunt it, pulls back in time. It's a ball. No outs, playing a little small ball here, trying to get the runner over to second base. Frederick looks back and will fire away. Now swinging away, and that one's a good decision as Cronican dive, cannot make it there. Taggy's throw to third is not in time. Ben Wise did a fantastic job over there corralling. Stretch out with Jacob Schleifer over there at third. It did a nice job at corralling the hop. It'll be Donnie Rosenthal back up to the dish.
And next for the Titans, center fielder number 7, Donnie Rosenthal.
Donnie Rosenthal committed to Iowa Central Community College as he takes a strike right down the middle. So runners at the corners. Nobody out for Papillion La Vista. Frederick in a bit of trouble after getting a run of support in the bottom half of the third. Next offering, low and away. 1-1. Rosenthal's still looking for his first hit of the year. That one hit the ground. Throw home. They'll get a double play here. Duncan Hansen had a line drive, knocked it down, stepped on the bag for one. The runner, Wilder, tried to get it to home plate, but C.J. Shockey did a nice job at catching the ball and knocked out Willer at the plate for a unorthodox 3-2 double play. You don't see that one in the scorebook very often. So now just a runner at second with 2 outs now. So a big help out for Kai Frederick. 1-0 the count. That one outside 2-0. Kai Frederick looking to get out of a big pickle here as he had runners on the corners with nobody out. Could get out of the inning with no runs and damage. That one just barely taken off the plate. Greenwald, the catcher today, 1 of 2 on the season coming into today. Three and 0. That one taken for a strike. Timeout, and looks like Tyler Hanna lost his hat out in right field. The wind really picking up here today. Blowing a slight breeze from left to right. It's going to make it a lot of trouble for those outfielders try to get it in, or even these infielders with a high pop fly. Frederick's 3-1 offering is taken off the plate for ball 4, so Greenwald will walk. Bottom of the order will go to Brady Alderson.
Second baseman, number 1, Brady Alderson.
Pinch running over at third will be Cody Privet for the catcher Greenwald. And we'll have a mound meeting to discuss Warriors' next plan of action with runners on first and second. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back as soon as this is over. Brady Alderson will now step back into the dish. 2 on, 2 out for Papillion South here on the top of the 4th. Frederick looking to get out of a sticky situation. First pitch, grounded ball over to Schleifer. He'll just step on the force at third. And a beautiful display of pitching from Kai Frederick to get out of the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Westside down 2-1 going to the bottom of the 4th.
Bottom of the fourth, and leading it off for the Warriors here, the catcher. Don't check that, first baseman, number 16, Duncan Hansen.
Duncan Hansen will step up into the dish, ready to rock and roll for the bottom of the fourth. Hansen now stepping in from the left side, excuse me, against the left-handed pitcher Matthew Gorman. So an on choice here from the switch hitter to go lefty, the same side of the pitcher. Had a couple of at-bats earlier in the game where he went righty, but he swings and misses for strike one. Gorman's next offering taken outside for ball two. Gorman once again ready to deliver. Fouled back to the screen. It's 1-2 on Duncan Hansen. One of the top underclassmen talent here in the state of Nebraska. Hansen gonna be a force to deal with in these next couple of seasons as he takes it ball low. Westside had 6 players that committed last year leave the roster. Most of them to community colleges or Division II schools. That next one is fouled back. Hansen stays alive at 2-2. Just like Westside, Papillion South also had a lot of players that went to college, as that Hansen defies the odds, and the switch hitter hitting from the same side as the pitcher knocks one into right field for a base hit. So Hansen giving Westside their first hit of the evening, and it'll be C.J. Shockey receiving a bat from his brother Pax.
That brings up the catcher number 21, C.J. Shockey.
Shockey, the son of Westside head coach Jason Shockey, in his first season here as a Westside Warrior. Coached a decade at Bellevue West as Shockey skies that one high, and the wind is taking that one. Somebody got called for it, and it's down. The devastation of the wind in the sun is apparent in the Papillion South outfield. So a technical hit by Westside. And a pinch runner over at first base will be somebody. It'll be Burke Brown. Scratch that. Charlie Maskey will go over at first base.
Pinch running at first.
And a mound meeting after a 2 back-to-back hit from Duncan Hansen, who just poked a ball out into right field. And then C.J. Shockey, a pop fly that went way off course for the Papillion South outfielders, landed in front of the center and right fielder. Like I said before that hit, both Westside and Papillion South had a lot of exits, but more importantly for Papillion South, they had 3 Division I commits. Danny Wallace, who went to Oklahoma State, Grant Gilbreth, who went to Valparaiso out in Illinois, and Bryson Bodos, who went to UNO, so staying home, but also other schools such as Northeast Community College and Northwest Missouri State down in Maryville, Missouri. Very nice school down there. 2 on, nobody out. Warriors looking to get back into this one. A bunt on, and that is a beautiful bunt. Will it stay fair? It will not. And a great play by the third baseman. It was Willard down there at third base it was a beautiful bunt, no doubt about it, by Ben Everroad. It just kept leaning. And Willard did a nice job at letting that one roll all the way foul. Toss back to second on time. Hansen getting in there safely. Hanson at second. Maskey at first, the pinch runner for Shockey. Everroad, the right-hander, against the southpaw. Everroad back to the bunt. And good take by him. It's 1-1. On Everroad. We'll get the bunt sign again. That one taken just outside. That one looked really nice from up here. Two and one against Everroad. Definitely going to get that bunt sign once again until 2 strikes. Corners in. Gets a bunt down, and he gets that one down cleanly. Gorman's only decision is to go to first base. So a sacrifice bunt for Everroad will move the runners up. And we'll give Jacob Schleifer the opportunity to go in, and he is going to get a warm reception going out by all of his teammates. They love small ball action here at Westside. Jacob Schleifer looking to make it pay off. Two runners in scoring position for the Warriors. Gorman pitches. That one lined over the first base, and now it's worst case scenario. Schleifer just got a tad behind it. And a nice play over there by Drew Ripple. It'll be up to Liam Cronick in the Northeast Community College commit to try to knock in these couple of runs here.
Baseman number 1, Liam Cronick.
It's been a pretty sluggish day so far. Papillion South getting 2 runners in the first. And Westside getting a run in the bottom of the third. Have 2 in scoring position here. First one swung on and missed by Cronican. 0-1. And the Miami commit Gorman finally starting to settle in here. Next offering, outside. 1-1. Gorman fires. Another swing and a miss. 2 strikes now on Cronican. Gorman 1 strike away from getting out of a big pickle with 2 run in scoring position and only 1 out. Gorman sets, fires, swing and a miss, strike 3. Gorman's fired up as Cronican chased the high heat, and a big job to get out of the inning.
No runs, 2 hits,
So
no errors, and 2
Westside got their
left on
first
base.
2 hits of the game. Couldn't do anything with them. Still 2-1 in favor of the Titans.
Griffin Minderman.
Griffin Minderman will bring the top of the lineup up in the top of the fifth for the Titans. It is a 2-1 score here from Warrior Field with the Titans on top. Looking to get some more action going here as he will go first pitch swinging, popped it up. Hansen in some trouble. Cronican has to come help him out, and he does a nice job in foul ground to make the catch. Minderman out on the first pitch. Kai Frederick still dealing in there. Westside, somebody warming down the bullpen. Can't get that number just yet.
Number 22, Matthew Gorman.
Matthew Gorman, the pitcher, back to the dish. He drives one. That one will go down for a base hit. And the Division I Miami commit showing why he's going to go down to Coral Gables in a couple summers. And another D1 commit now up to the date. It is Cordell Klinkenbeard. Shockey will go out to the mound and will take the ball from Frederick, as we will have a new pitcher coming in. Frederick done a nice job today. 2 runs on 6 hits. And Easton Shockey will come in to relieve Frederick.
Pitching change for the Warriors, now pitching number 9, Easton Shockey.
We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Titans up 2-1. We'll let the new pitcher, Easton Shockey, get acclimated. 1 out, 1 on, in the top of the 5th. Cordell Klinkenbeard will lead off the new pitcher. And Easton Shockey, the young freshman, looking to make an impact at that one. Swung and not missed. Scratch that, was missed for strike 1. Going down to second will be Matthew Gorman. So a runner in scoring position already for Shockey. That one taken just low. Shockey on the mound. Shockey behind the dish. Believe they're cousins, but I could be wrong. Next offering from Shockey. Swung on and missed. 0-2 against the K-State commit, Klinkenbeard. Shockey's 1-2 offering outside, 2-2. Klinkenbeard, the Kansas State commit. Once again, one of the 3 Division I commits on this Titan squad. And one of many commits on this squad, too. They have 7 commits currently on the roster. The 2-2 from Shockey, fouled back to the screen. Klinkenbeard committed to Kansas State. Donnie Rosenthal committed to Iowa Central. Grayson Wallace, who's not playing today, is committed to Wayne State. Jackson Willer, who had a couple nice plays earlier in the game, is committed to Buena Vista. Brady Alderson's committed to Concordia, as that one swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice slider on the outside edge by Easton Shockey, and the young freshman getting a clutch out. to bring up the cleanup hitter,
That
Drew
brings up
Ripple.
first baseman number 8, Drew Ripple.
Griffin Minderman is the Toledo commit, and Matthew Gorman, who's pitching today, is committed to Miami as he goes sliding back into second base. Scratch that, that's Luke Dolphins as a pinch runner. Last year, Papio South finished 25-10. Led by the same head coach in Ben Bales. That one taken outside, it's 1-0. Westside didn't have a really good season last year. They finished 11-15, lost in the first round of districts. And it was a disappointing season all around from the Warriors. That one's taken outside 2-0, inside 2-0. But there's a lot of hope for them this season with new head coach Jason Shackey bringing new culture to their club. And it's been a pretty good start so far. That one will be strike one. Last year was Kevin Cook. He was the interim head coach after Otis Seals was let go. Led the Warriors for the 2025 season, and then lent it over to Jason Shockey as he came in over the summer to coach Legion Ball, and then now coaching his first season at Westside for spring ball. It's a 3-1 count as Shockey will step off the mound. Looking Dolphins back over to second base. The cleanup hitter Ripple ready to roll as he takes it right down the middle for strike two. Full count now against Drew Ripple. Shockey raised himself and fires way too high, ball 4. So the inning's still not over yet for the Titans here in the top of the 5th.
Batting now for the Titans, third baseman number 12, Jackson Willer.
Jackson Willer has the only 2 RBIs today for Papio South. And made a nice play over at third base on a Ben Everode bunt that looked fair all the way to the end. One and 0. That one taken. It's 2-0. Willer with a couple runners on base, looking to strike again. Third at bat with a runner in scoring position. And that one taken for a strike. 2-1 the count. Next offering taken outside. 3-1 now, and Shockey 1 ball away from loading up the bases. That one upstairs, ball 4. So bases are loaded with 2 outs. Time going to be called in a pitcher's meeting. Whole infield will come in. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back for the bases loaded situation upcoming for Westside. Home plate umpire will break up the pitcher's meeting, or the mound visit technically, and Sam Dolphins will step up to the dish with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Dolphins with a lot of ducks on the pond. Takes one just off the outside edge for a strike. That one was really close, could have gone 50-50. Next offering, swung on and missed. 0-2. Shockey, that mound beating must have worked. It is 0-2. Both nines battling against each other. The 0-2 offering taken just outside. Shockey thought it was strike 3. But still, it is a 1-2 count. Shockey, the 2-strike offering down low, and now the count evened up at 2-2. Next one up, outside 3-2. Full count. Everybody going to be on the move here. That one high, ball 4. And Shockey, after going up 0-2 in the count, will walk in a run.
Center fielder number 7, Donnie Rosenthal.
Donnie Rosenthal now will step up to the dish. Once again, bases still loaded and still 2 men out. That one popped high in the air. Down the third base line. Hosey into fair territory. Had to take off his hat to make the catch. And a nice job by Hosey to battle the win for that pop fly. But the Papio South Titans getting a run on the board. It is a 3-1 ball game. Going to the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back to WTV Live now, where Easton Shockey will go into the batter's box.
Number 9, Easton Shockey.
Pinch hitting for Kai Frederick after he got taken out for him. So Frederick finishes his day with 3 earned runs. Left on left action here in the batter's box. First pitch is taken outside, ball 1. Westside looking to get at least 1 run back here in the bottom half of the 5th. Next offering is driven out into left field, going back to get it and taking a tumble out there. That was a nice catch, I believe, by Luke Dolphins out there in left field. Beautiful play by him to make the catch and fall safely on his back.
Number 12, Easton Lund.
Easton Lund will now go back into the dish. Both a swinger here for JV and varsity. Played the JV game yesterday. Didn't have his own jersey, so we had to wear a special jersey that would take it outside for ball one with the number 67 on it. Now this is familiar because in volleyball, that one swung on miss for strike two. Mary Bali also had to wear the number 67 as the libero after Kubat got injured and was out for the year, and they didn't have another libero jersey other than that number, and they didn't think they needed it after Kubat got injured. That one poked foul. 1-2. Lund stepping back into the batter's box. 1-2 count. The windup into delivery. Good job to stave that one off. Westside, another pitcher down in the bullpen. And with Marcus Chandler out for the season, they really don't have a definitive ace on this team. That one low, just under the legs of the catcher, Greenwell. Two and 0. Scratch at 2-2. Gorman delivers. That one poked out and just past the glove of the shortstop, Minderman. Easton Lund on with the base hit, and that will bring us back up to the top of the lineup with Braden Hosey. Lindenwood commit.
Batting next for the Warriors, top of the lineup, shortstop number 10, Braden Hosey.
Hosey stepping into the right-handed batter's box, one of the two switch hitters on this Westside squad. One at first base. Gorman looking him over. Will step through and fire inside ball one. Tying run up at the dish. Gorman fouled back. 1-1 on Hosey. Westside looking for a couple of runs here. Get this one back into reach. The only all three of Westside's win this season were to shutouts. The one loss they had was when they allowed 7 runs to the Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest. Throw back over to first, not in time. And it seems like Lincoln Southwest has been the Westside kryptonite this year. Most importantly, in the basketball side of things. With the eventual state champion Silverhawks knocking off the one-seeded Warriors. As Lund, great jump off to second, and he'll slide in with plenty of time to spare. Hosey took strike 2, but a beautiful jump by Easton Lund. He knew immediately that Gorman was going to go home. So now a runner in scoring position, 2 strikes against Braden Hosey. Soft grounder foul. Still a 1-2 count against Braden Hosey, looking to get this runner home from second base. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Step through, pop fly. The wind's going to take that one, foul. Hit the top of the batting cages over on our right side. Still a 1-2 count. Andrew Taggy, the next batter up on deck. Top of the lineup here for Westside. Hosey grounds that one back. Still 1-2 count. Gorman sets, fires. Great pitch, just high. And the big league take from Braden Hosey puts the count back at 2-2. One standing there idly out at second base. Looking for an opportunity to score with a poker into the outfield. Fielders are shaded to their right. High chopper and could not be played by the shortstop. Minderman had a tough task to get that hop. And it looked like it maybe just nicked his glove. So now 2 runners on, and they're at the corners. Andrew Taggy stepping up to the dish.
Andrew Taggy.
And we'll have a mound visit from Coach Bales. And it looks like that will be Gorman's day. Scratch, perhaps. But we'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Let Coach Bales do his work with the Warriors. Looking to get an answer with the runners on the corners. Bottom of the 5th. It's 3-1 Titans. Taggy will step back into the dish. No pitching change. With Braden Hosey, a speedster at first base, led the team in stolen bases last season. So a definite opportunity to get the runner into scoring position, but with a lefty on the bump. Gorman's going to step off, step back in, and going to play a quick game of cat and mouse with Andrew Taggy. And they're going to just throw back the first 9 time. Gorman's got to be careful not to balk here. That bring an automatic run home. 2 on, 1 out for Westside. Gorman waits. And will fire home. Taggy saws it off, foul. We've already seen a runner steal. It was Lund who's on third base right now. Got on with a single and then stole second base. Needed a perfect jump to do it. Next offering outside. 1-1 on Taggy. Taggy looking for an opportunity to strike. Warriors down by 2, but have the tying runners on the corners. Next offering, Hosey's going to go. That one popped up. Hosey's got to get back to first quickly. He does, but the second out is recorded on a pop out to the second baseman. Duncan Hansen will have to try to be the one to knock everybody home. Gorman 1 out away from getting out of another tough jam. He'll pitch, and that's ball outside. One of the 4 hits today came against Hansen, and that was his first. Hansen just poked a ball out into left field, out into right field. Doing it exactly like this, the switch hitter batting from the same side as the pitcher, and he does the exact same thing. That one is going to drop in for a base hit. Hosey rounds second. He'll go for third, and he'll get in safely, and Duncan Hansen has delivered with an RBI single. And maybe that's worked right now. Same side switch hitting, and the left-handed Hansen doing the dirty work. And a big 2-out single.
The catcher, number 21, C.J. Shockey.
And now they'll go and get Gorman as the Miami commits day is done. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Westside with the tying run on third base, leading runner in on first base. New pitcher will be Max Siverstone when we come back. New pitcher into the game, Max Siverstone for the Titans. He's 0-1 this season, a 14 ERA. One appearance, had 1 inning where he allowed 2 earned runs. C.J. Shockey.
35, Peyton Wayne.
C.J. Shockey will come up to the dish, looking to knock in a runner. Looking to knock in the tying run. First pitch is outside to C.J. Shockey, the transfer from Bell West, along with his dad. He's 2 for 15 to begin the season. Time going to be called by the catcher. Next offering is low. 2-0 against Shockey. Next one swung on and missed. 2-1, runners on the corners. Hosey the tying run at third. And Maskey the tying run over at first. Pickoff back to try to get Maskey's not there. The next offering, line drive, base hit into left field. Shockey delivers. Tie game at 3 apiece. A huge play from C.J. Shockey. It will bring up Ben Evero with the opportunity to give the Warriors the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. As they scratch 2 runs across the board.
Courtesy run will be number 8, Milo Barber. Left fielder, number 7, Ben Everode.
Milo Barber in at first base to pinch run. The first pitch, pop fly, shallow left center on the run to make the catch and to end the inning. So Papillion South gives up 2 runs. The Warriors tie it. It's 3-3 going to the 6th inning. Ethan Greenwell will begin the bottom, scratched at the top of the 6th inning. Tie game here at Warrior Field. Some good basketball action going on right now between Nebraska and Iowa on the hardwood, but we've got a quick game to finish up here. That one taken for a ball. That one taken for a strike. 1-1 on Greenwell. That one outside. Two-one offering taken down the middle for a strike. 2-2. Inside ball 3. Both Shockeys wanted that one to be a strike. And that one, strike 3. Shockey gets a first K of the inning. Brady Alderson, bottom of the lineup here for Papillion South. Check over to first. as Alderson did not go. It's 1-0. That one, not a strike. That one looked really nice. And that one is fouled back. 2-1. Next one, that one called a strike. It's 2-2. Shockey wheeling and dealing after kind of allowing a run in the top of the fifth. Wasn't technically his, but allowed it to score. And now it is 3-2. Next one, line drive. Nice play by Hosey. Can he throw it enough? He cannot. A good look by Braden Hosey, but just couldn't get it. Griffin Minderman now on to hit. First one, outside, ball one. Time called. Liam Cronican lost his hat. The 1-0 runner off for second, ground ball, foul. Shockey's 1-1. Still a runner on first base. That one. Outside, it's 2-1. That one off the end of the bat in the air. Cronican going out to make the catch. Two outs, runner on first.
Number 22, Matthew Gorman.
And Matthew Gorman will go up to the dish. Got pulled out of his pitcher spot in the last inning. Runner off for second. Pitches a ball. Throw down is too high. So the Titans now with the runner in scoring position with two outs. Wind still picking up here. Next one swung on, I missed. Shockey sets at the belt. Sets and delivers outside again. 2-1 against Gorman. Next offering inside 3-1. Shockey not in his head, got the pitch. Hosey holding on the runner at second, and that one's low, ball 4. And a wild pitch will move the runner up to third. So now runners on the corners with still
Next up
2
for the
outs.
Titans, number 2, Cordell Clinkingbeard.
Cordell Clinkingbeard back up to the dish. Kansas State commit looking to make an impact, and Coach Shockey will go make his change. And we'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Tie game at 3-3 with the Titans threatening. New pitcher in for the Warriors will be Burke Brown. It'll be 2-on-2. Brown gonna have to get the tough job of getting Cordell Clinkingbeard out. With runners on the corners in the top of the 6th. First offering, check swing, did he go? He did not. One and 0. Brown readies himself, hits, fires. 2-0. Next one is high, 3-0. A walk here would load the bases. That one, there we go, down the middle, strike 1. And that one is high, ball 4. So the bases are loaded.
Batting next for the Titans, first baseman, number 8, Drew Ripple.
And Drew Ripple will come up next. Burke Brown needing something here to get out of this one. That one is low. Nice save by Shockey, though, to not let that one get past. 3 runners on base for the Titans. The bases loaded situation as that one is a strike. This game was 4 innings down through 40 minutes. And that has slowed considerably. That one is a ball. Two and one. Brown ready. And will deliver to Ripple. Ground ball, sharply hit, but playable though for Cronican. Thrower at first is dug out by Hansen. And a clean end to the inning for the Warriors. So they will leave 3 runners on base. And it's tie game going to the bottom of the 6th.
Leading up, number 15, Jacob Schleifer.
Jacob Schleifer will lead off the bottom of the 6th after the Warriors got out of a bases loaded situation by Burke Brown. First one is outside for a ball. Next offering, that one taken for a strike. Next offering to Schleifer is taken for a ball. So a 2-1 count here at Warrior Field. It is a tie ball game at 3 apiece. And that one's a strike. 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out. And that one outside, 3-2, full count. Ground ball back up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher, and he slipped. He could not make the glove-handed play. Siverston, that is a huge error. And Westside has their leadoff man on.
Number 1, Liam Cronican.
Liam Cronican, the Northeast Community College senior, up to the dish. And he's going to have the bunt sign. We'll take it. Another bunt. That one taken for a ball. Schleifer got back-picked. And that one a ball. Three and 0 against Liam Cronican. Back pick over to first. And that one taken down the middle for a strike. And still the bunt sign on. Taken for a strike. It's full count. Nice job by Siverston to battle back here. That one, the runner off for second. It won't matter. Cronican walks. 2 on, nobody out for Westside. It'll be the pitcher, Burke Brown, up next. As we'll have a mound visit. And we'll have a pitching change. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll step aside. As the new pitcher coming on will be Cordell Klinkingbeard. Scratch that. It'll be Drew Ripple. New pitcher in for Papillion South is Jackson Willer.
Burke at the plate.
Burke Brown at the plate. He's going to put on the bunt sign. That one taken for a ball. Brown can't get that one bunt down. A long back pick doesn't work for the Titans. It's 1-1. Still a 1-1 count. Definitely the bunt sign still on for Brown. He does just that, but he misses on it. It's fouled away. Next pitch from Willer, just off the edge of the plate. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Brown down on strikes. Willer's ready to go. Fires it low. Gets under the catcher's legs to the backstop. He couldn't find it. And that allows Westside's runners to move up to second and third. So now 2 runners in scoring position. That one, a ball, 2-0. Westside needs 1 run and then 3 outs in the top half of the 7th to make this one a winner. And that one is a ball. That one looked real nice. 3-0. And that one they will call a strike. Outside, ball 4. Easton Lund will walk. And that will bring up Braden Hosey at the top of the lineup to give the Warriors the opportunity at the lead. And that one runs inside. Ball 1. Hosey leading the team in batting average coming into today. Looking to get a big hit here. Takes a strike down the middle with the bases loaded. He just got to put something in play on the ground and outside where anybody can reach it. Inside, 2-1. Two and one on Braden Hosey. Biggest at-bat of the game so far. Ground ball, speared, and dropped. They cannot tag the runner out at third. He tried to hit him with his glove with the ball in his other hand. It won't work. Westside leads it for the first time tonight. And the bases are loaded. Huge stop, huge play, and a huge blunder by Papio South.
Number 3, Andrew Taggy.
Andrew Taggy will put one into play. Sharp grounder, flip to second, 1, and they're going to get the out. ball came out on the transfer. They're going to call him out on the transfer. So 2 out. A run does score.
Number 16, Duncan Hansen.
Duncan Hansen will now step back into the box. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Five to 3 Warriors. They've had 4 runs in the past 2 innings. Hansen skies it into foul ground and out of play. Hansen is a 2 for 3 day today. Had 2 hits against the Miami commit, Matthew Gorman. Looking to get another one here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 and 2, 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Westside, looking to get some insurance runs before going to the last inning. And off for second went Taggy before the pitch was thrown. It caught Willer off guard. He slipped coming off the mound, so Taggy will advance a bag. Willer sets, fires, swung, and fouled back. 2 ducks in scoring position for Duncan Hansen. Another 1-2 offering. Outside ball 2. Both teams with 7 hits. Papio guilty of 2 errors. And those 2 errors have come at a costly price with the Warriors up 2 runs. The 2-2 swung on and popped high in the air. Playable for the first baseman and caught by Gorman for the 3rd out. So going to the top of the 7th, Warriors up 5-3. Papio South with 3 outs to work with. Jackson Willer will go lead off for the Titans. Burke Brown on to try to close this one out. That one is low. One and 0. That one is low. 2-0. Brown's delivery is way high. Three and 0 against Willer. Tying run on deck as that one is high, ball 4. Burke Brown leads off with a walk, and that will be all his day. He got out of a tough situation back in the last inning, but one walk, he's out. New pitcher coming in for the Warriors. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. More seventh inning action coming up after that. Welcome back to WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Valopek. Thank you guys for tuning in with us here today. New pitcher in for the Warriors will be Peyton Wayne. He had a rough outing in his first appearance, giving up 4 runs to Lincoln Southwest and the eventual losing pitcher in that matchup.
Number 9,
Sam Dolphins will lead it off. First one is a strike. Next offering outside, 1-1. One on, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Westside 3 outs away from a win. That one gets away. Runner advances up to second. It's 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Wayne cannot seem to find the strike zone. Hosey holding on the runner at second. That one is there for strike 2. And that one's foul tipped, strike 3. Big out for Peyton Wayne. as there is one out here in the top of the 7th.
Number 7, Donnie Rosenthal.
Donnie Rosenthal will now step back into the plate. And that one's popped sky high, going foul and out of play. Peyton Wayne ready to go once again. He'll fire. That's a strike. 0-2. .40-35. 0-2. Wayne pitches outside. Donnie Rosenthal looking to keep this one alive and give Papillion their tying runner on base. And that one fouled back away. Still alive is Rosenthal. This game was back and forth. Papillion South struck early with 2 runs in the first off of a Willer single. Westside got a run back in the 3rd. No runs in the 4th, and then in the 5th. Papillion got another run to go up 3-1. Is that one a beautiful pitch just inside? Oh, that slider looked perfect from up here. 2-2. And if there was an ABS challenge, he would definitely go for that. Wayne's got to get himself recomposed. And that's exactly what he does. He gets it. Rosenthal down on strikes. And there is 2 away. The Warriors 1 out away from taking this one. And a pinch hitter coming up to the dish, Caden Serco.
Pinch hitting will be number 24, Caden Serco.
He will be the pinch hitter. Runner on second, 2 outs. Peyton Way 1 out away from securing himself a save. First pitch, foul back to the screen. 0-1. And how important is it to always get up 1-0 while you're pitching, or 1-0 while you're hitting? Two outs, 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. Peyton Wayne takes a deep breath. And will go into his motion. Strike 2. Beautiful pitch on the inside half of the plate. 1 strike away from victory. Wayne readies, sets, fires. Swung on into center field. Going back to make the catch is Taggy. Wayne pumps his fist, and that'll do it here from Warrior Field. Everybody mobs Peyton Wayne as the Warriors win the day with a final score of 5-3. Thank you guys for tuning in here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Valapek. We hope you guys enjoyed the game. JV game coming up next. Warriors win it, 5 runs on 7 hits. No errors against Papillion South. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. Thank you guys for tuning in. And now we will tune out. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon with a 12:30 first pitch as the Warriors take on the Grand Island Islanders. Have a great night, everybody.